Turning our attention to Monday night, we've obviously found out today there is going to be a limited crowd back in Kingsland for the first time in quite a while. Your reaction to that?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I think, it's obviously where we all want to go. We want to get back to full crowds, and I think there are moments when you're warming up and things like that where you're very, very aware that the crowd's not there, and it's probably been a good period for players and everyone to work out what motivates them without the background noise and the sort of intensity that a good crowd brings. But look, we're all desperate to get the stadiums full again, and I think slowly but surely, if we start moving down that line, that's good for everyone.
Yeah, it is obviously a small number. They're going to be spread out quite a bit, I would imagine, but I'm sure that Gloucester fans will be able to make a lot of noise, however many are there. Yeah,
well, my experience of coming to Kingsholm has always been they're pretty loud. So I think, look, we get 10 in, we get 1,000, we get 5,000. I'm confident however many get in the door, they'll be, plenty loud enough.
And you mentioned there, obviously, noticing it, particularly when you're warming up. Do you notice in the game that there's no crowd there, or is everyone just focused on doing the job?
Well, I think you're obviously focused on the job, and I think, as coaches, we're sort of, talking and assessing stuff all the time. But yeah, I think, you notice it at the big moments. I think, when there's a big tackle and that sort of thing, or a try, or, just a well-worked move, or a good defensive set. Yeah, usually, that gets the crowd up and shouting, and, you can feel the intensity off the pitch with the players, but there's nothing like hearing the crowd, when you sort of light it up and they get behind you. So, as I say, we can't wait for it to get back to that.
And in terms of Quins, they obviously come off the back of a half-foot win at Irish, so they're going to be up for Monday night.
Yeah, they were good. Watching that game back, I thought they were clinical, and their all-round game it looked pretty polished last night, I thought. So, we're fully aware there was obviously a few big names missing from that game last night as well. So. We know it's going to be a tough team, and we know they've obviously rested a few that will be coming. So, we're preparing as best we can, as you do with these short turnarounds, and there's no point guessing too much because things look different all the time. But it's going to be a tough challenge, as obviously there's we're in a very similar spot in terms of league position.
Yeah, just 1 point between you, so an opportunity to go above them in the table. Is that a bit of a pointer and a bit of an opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you take on every game to win, but yeah, the top four are sort of breaking away a little bit, if you like, and it's the points difference there is sort of getting away. But there's obviously a group of us in the middle who, obviously everybody wants to fight to the end and see if you can just creep up a little bit.
And in terms of obviously preparations for next season, getting a good run for the last few games now, obviously important.
Yeah, and I mean, the results are what they are. You play every game to win, and as I say, even last night, we were frustrated. We didn't get any points from it, and we thought we probably deserved to in the end. But it's you've got to get them to get them. So, but as I say, from my point of view with Gloucester, I'm very pleased with the way the lads have performed so far. I think they're making shifts in training and direction that we want to go in. It will take time, we're aware of that, but for us it's a bigger picture thing, where we finish in the league and what points we get. Obviously we're competitive people by nature, that's why we're in this, so we want to be as high as we can and get as many points as we can, but the bigger picture is, as I say, understanding each other, understanding where we want to go as a team, and hopefully in the long run that sort of pushes things forwards.